I have no idea where my son is in the UK. I have no idea where he's at school. I have no idea where he lives, and no one cares. I made the application to court that everyone told me to, C100, C4s, and I got a 5-line response from the court the other day saying, just write your son a letter once a month with no end date.
So hang on, you put in your C100 and you didn't even have a hearing? They didn't even accept the application?
Nope.
You just got an email back.
5-line email back saying, thanks for your application, which cost 700 quid, by the way. I had to fill out two. I filled out one that said, where is my son? So I need a C100. And they said, I need to write my son a letter once a month, and that's it. No end date. Now, in my application, just for any dad watching this, you'll get this feeling. I haven't seen my son since April the 15th, 2022. So, in my application, this is what I wrote. My father had a stroke, my son's granddad, last year. He could have died. Luckily, he didn't die. My son should be aware that his granddad's had a stroke. He saw him every week for 10 years. If something did happen to my dad, how would my son know? What if something happens to me? Would my son be told? What if something happens to my son's mother?
Mm-hmm.
What happens to my son? Why, as a father, for 3 years have I not had any information about my son's education? All of those fears I put into my application, none of them responded to. They just told me to carry on writing my son a letter once a month with no end date, as in it's going to end in next year, and no one has to reply to me. And I'm sending it to a PO box.
And have you tried sending a letter?
I've set up 2 PO boxes, sent PO boxes letters. When you're not having to get a response, it breaks your heart. Because I know, that if she's willing to steal my son, she ain't going to give him any of them letters.
So you've at least tried to send a letter, but you've had no response whatsoever.
How am I going to get a response? The only way I'm going to get a response, my son is now 13. As far as I know, he's on no social media, got no phone. What do I do? Just endlessly send letters to a PO.
And that's the only solution that you've been given.
It's the only solution you're allowed. Now, don't you not think that all part of me just wants to go and see my son? I'll just go and see my son. Do you know how bad I'd look if that happened? Do you know how bad the system would turn that against
You'd
me?
be villainized.
You go. So you try and do it correctly, you get no support, no help, no response, no light at the end of the tunnel. And then they wonder why dads just say, I'm just going to go and see, and it all kicks off.
I'll tell you exactly what would happen if you tried to find him. You would be cited as being aggressive, stalking.
Absolutely.
You'd be arrested.
How many dads do you hear say, if anyone took my kid, I'd go and do this? That's what we all want to do.
Yeah.
The reality is, if you do that, the system is going to kill you. You'll never see your kids again. You'll be seen as a liability, a risk, aggressive, scary, and all you want to do is go and see your child. Remember, I've never had an allegation made about my son. Yet I haven't seen my son for 3 years, 6 months. Worse, nor has anybody that ever knew him. My question to anyone that questions anything is, why?